Can anyone see me beyond the makeup? To see a control freak fronting, looking for a way to please both God's will and her own. Struck into the unknown, thrown from neither here nor there, but still I know that the sky's my limit. Or is it? Like a bride awaiting her groom, I waited for you. Promised you never forsake me, but hard times came and you never made it through the lies that subdued my mentality. Without you, my life is useless and lacks creativity, but Christ saw a perfect purpose in me. And for that I will forever praise his name into eternity, for he brought me out unchained. Django ain't got nothing on me, snakehead bruising Satan. Not a sound in my chest saying, let's get on with the ceremony. Find me a man to make me complete. Ease this charade of disbelief, but I can never patiently wait on you. So how do I believe that whomever I choose, or better yet, whomever chooses me, will be worthy of love? And so the beginning of a new chapter erupts, a blank page waiting to be written upon, but I'm gone, too busy, too distracted, trying to earn the sacrifice of the sun. Don't realize that even a pauper was once a rich man who mismanaged his finances, so I found I mismanaged my salvation and was plunged into the depths of the unknown. Objectified stares into oblivion. Can't believe I found myself here again. Here where it seems I can't seem to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but maybe my eyelids are just perpetually shut to the obvious truth. That my fears are proof of my humanity. However, if this is so, then my fears are a reflection of how shallow I am. Like how I feel my husband may grow fond of the appeal surrounding my exterior, but if I took time to work on my interior, my fears of subjection would be merely inferior. And how I always feel like I need proof that I'ma find love. Instead of trusting in God's plan, I orchestrated my own. But his love caused the dice to land. And that's all I can expect until I look into his other hand, where I see my future unfold. And guess what? Ain't nothing but blessing. I just lost my fear of heights. Cause he said he was gonna shake the moon and the stars for you, metaphorically speaking. But when all the dust settled, all that he shook was cars. Like a dysfunctional school, he had no principle, forced you to believe these blurred lines he sang into your heart. But when you looked into the sky expecting a meteor shower, all you saw was still, plain night. And you didn't need proof that the ruse had been pulled over your eyes, that you blinded my eyes, you blinded my mind to the truth that lay within my bosom. You took me for all I had left, erased all the hope and the joy I could muster, and departed with a sheer grin on your face. But all through deception, ain't nothing changed my life better than that day that I decided to sign that consent form and willingly go under your knife. See, I lay in that hospital bed, critically admitted to ICU. My blood vessels flowed with so much of my will I couldn't let yours peel through, so in steps Jesus, operating on this one alone. The surgery takes hours, and when I finally open my eyes, the first thing I see is his mercy. Next, his grace unfolds to give me a package called salvation, which he injected into my veins, plugged to an IV. But there you were, a bright light, distant, that came down proclaiming life, never boasting in your own power, but always redirecting to the Father, and it's to you my devotion remains. Each and every day as this blank page is filled with all the adventures we set out to do, I realize that I truly love and need you. And not that puppy love syndrome. I'm talking die hard like Bruce Willis on them. 24 series pimping on them. Such is the love that has scars on my wrist depict, cause when I fully surrendered, I killed myself, died to this earth and resurrected in you, and set out on a path to dispel a truth. That's why my days of fear are history, cause unlike earthly vows, death could never do us part. For when I depart, my life will be a sweet-smelling offering to his throne as I bow lower and lower, emptying out all the me and filling out all that he promised from the following. See, so many times as young Christians, what we're missing is the importance of the price he paid so that you could be living, breathing in his oxygen he so willingly loaned to you, so you can prove that you're worthy of his truth. But you fall away to the pleasures of this earth, and all the while his heart breaks and aches for you, longing for your waxed up ears to be unblocked by his word, acting as an earplug to pluck you out of this earthly system, so you can finally focus on that which you let go of before. Come on, doll. Go back to your first love. Cause ain't nothing better than creatorship relationship. That is his heartstrings singing a solo to the low belt of my bass tone, and he and I sing harmoniously, perfectly weaving my will and his heart-proofing. Grooving, moving to the sound of sweet harmonies. That's heavenly. That beats praise from my heart to yours, and even though I ain't got something extraordinary to offer, how that within me, your will, a rib-beaten performance at the soul, the rawness of who I am. That's my God. That's me. See, I want the kind of love that adores me for things I never knew I had, and picks apart my every flaw and kisses every one of them like medicine. I want the kind of love that's eclectic and addictive, the kind of love I never want to miss another minute with. You know, when you're lying in your bed and you can't help but scream for him like he's there, and if you knew what you were saying, you know you were chatting bare, but with this 1 minute remaining, I'm like, no love, 5 minutes more, time of prayer. I want the kind of love that loves me for who I am. And even though my schoolgirl acne resuscitated from the dead and attacked me, Ben and Jerry's held me beyond my power and forced me to devour their flavor of strawberry cheesecake, I would still be love's favorite taste. That's the kind of love I'm talking about. That's the kind of love my daddy gives me. That's the kind of love he gonna pick a man from this earth to give me. That's the kind of love I'm gonna give my children. That's the kind